Hate crimes part 3. This is my final video on hate crimes. Again, if you have a child who's under the age of 13 and a half, you should probably not have them watch this video. I'll try to stay as PG as 13 as possible, but at the same time, I'm a cusser, and things will slip out of my mouth at random. We're talking about overqualified people working underqualified jobs because some places will only hire them because of their race or their gender, which causes hate crimes to befall upon companies, which causes people to get shot up in these places, especially people who didn't really get the job for anything outside of, well, I know this person will work because she's female, and females will work where men will slack off. And that works both ways. There are females who won't fucking work either. It's just that simple. A good job with good pay, make people want to come to work, guarantees people will work. Alright? A bad job with good pay will guarantee that people will come to work. They will hate their job every second of their job, but they will come to work because they need that money, and they will get paid, and they know to get paid, they got to put the work in. So they're going to do that. And I know you're thinking, what the fuck does this have to do with hate crimes, James? I'm about to get there. 9 times out of 10, when it comes to a hate crime, especially like one on the job, it will always consist of... Sorry, I got to do a little dry shaving there. I found the body hair. Yes, I dry shaved a lot in the Army. Dry shaving sucks. Anyway, when you have a job that you want, a dream job, and you bust your ass through school to get there, only to have someone turn you down because somebody who's underqualified but a different gender or a different race gets that job, and you feel like you've gone through all these years of school for absolutely nothing. That can lead to a hate crime that can consist of you beating the living shit out of somebody or having the living shit beat out of you if the shoe is reversed. And I brought that up because of the more recent shootings of people getting shot in office places and stuff which some of those, they don't qualify as hate crimes, but when you look into it, they qualify as hate crimes. Many years back, maybe 3 or 4 years back, with the couple whose kid will have to grow up without their parents because they did suicide by a cop. And I can't remember what state it was in, but they were of Islamic ethnicity or whatever, and they went somewhere and they just started spraying everybody, and they got taken out. But it was also because they was radicalized, and that shit happens. So what are we not doing as adults to the next generation coming up? What are we not teaching them about right and wrong and morals? What are we putting in their heads that they can get on a computer and have somebody teach them to hate their fellow man or to hate everybody who does not look like them? And we don't have the means of stopping that. I can probably go look up some shit on Al-Qaeda. I can probably go look up some shit on black groups that hate white people, or black groups that hate Native Americans, or white groups that hate black people, or white groups that hate Native Americans, or white people that hate white people, or black people that hate black people, or Native Americans that hate everybody, or Asians who hate everybody. Yeah, I can go find that and be brainwashed because we don't have censors. We don't have a means to stop that because we do have free speech in America. And free speech does not discriminate to anyone. It's why video channels like YouTube exist, Viva Video, Hulu, all these other streaming services. They all exist because we have free speech. But how far will we go before you recognize that free speech sometimes means hate speech? Hate speech teaches people how to hate people. Yeah, you can't just bump up to some gay guy and say, hey man, I just seen you come out of triangles, and now I'm going to throw you an ass whooping because I came out of triangles. I'm not even gay, but that's a gay bar. Hey man, everybody hangs out at triangles, gays and straights alike. And the only reason we come here is because there ain't no place where people can actually sit down and talk and get to know people instead of just coming in here for a motherfucking hookup. So you're not gay, but you're coming out of a gay bar and you're hanging in there with gay people. So I'm still gonna beat you up. Do you come out of triangles? Be like, okay, you don't know who the fuck I am. I'm not gay. You ain't gonna beat me up. And little dude that wants to be the gay bash be like, oh, I'm gonna beat you up. Me and my friends, we gonna beat you up. 3 other guys show up. Now this dude got a problem. But he's not gay. He just hung out at the gay bar. Now, for y'all want to understand that, there was a situation almost like that here in Charlottesville, but not with the ass whooping part. There was a gay bar here, and everybody went there. All the gays and straights alone, because that's why you had to become a member of the bar to get in, because the gay people had the gay bar for gay people only. Alright? Which is discrimination, but it was for gay people only. And I think it was actually named Triangles. Sorry, if anybody here in Charlottesville old enough to remember that, I remember that. And then all of a sudden, gay people started complaining because the straight people was invading their shit. Which I can't really fault them for that. You know, it's a gay bar. If you ain't gay, you ain't got no business being in there. But, you know, the gay people were getting mad because the straight people would leave the straight clubs, because the straight clubs let out at 2. In the gay club, because they were gay, you know, they let out whenever the hell they wanted. Most of them motherfuckers didn't get out till like 4 o'clock in the morning or whatever. Except for the people that work there, they probably didn't leave till like maybe 5 or 6, go home, get a nap, and come right back in when the evening time comes. That's kind of how it works when you live the bar life. Anyway, the moral of the story is that the gays were so enamored with people, you know, who weren't gay being there, that they forced membership. So the only way you can get in now is that you have that membership. Now, in recent years, that bar had closed down just because they got, I guess, tired of people paying for membership that weren't gay. I guess the gay bar had the best drinks. I don't know, I've never been there. But, you know, hate crimes often come from alcohol. Now, I know what you're thinking. You took that long to get here. I want you to think about what I'm saying. A lot of people's true feelings don't come out until their asses is drunk. Because no one likes a truth-telling drunk. Yeah, no one. Even a truth-teller like me don't want to hear something from a truth-telling junk. But a truth-telling drunk will tell the truth freely, or at least their version of the truth, and there won't really be nothing you can really do about it. But for hate crimes, alcohol has also been a factor in how you treat somebody that you hate in a hate crime. And y'all can laugh at that shit all you want, but it's the truth. In any hate crime situation, if alcohol is involved, you better believe that somebody's going fisticuffs too. Just for the simple fact that it's a hate crime. I will give you an example of how much flack Marvel got for having 2 X-Men be gay and kiss. Alright? Now I can't remember the black guy, but I can remember the Asian guy, because North Star, I don't remember when he became an X-Man, but he was a twin of a sister in Alpha Flight. And he wasn't gay when he was in Alpha Flight. I guess when he came to America, he just got real loose with some black dude with a hair, like an afro. Now all this happened somewhere in the retconning in 2012. Again, I stopped reading comics in 2012. I never stopped supporting the comics. I still love comics. But anything before 2000, that was the only comics that I'm willing to go buy. Everything after 2000, I don't really want anything to do with it unless I buy it in trade. But, so Marvel got a whole bunch of flack, which this has a lot to do with it, because they started hating Marvel when they started making prime-time superheroes gay. When Iceman came out gay, I will be the first to admit, I was mad as hell about that. And I was so glad that I stopped reading comics. When North Star came out gay, I was even more madder because North Star was one of the prominent Asian superheroes. So not only is he gay, but he's Asian, and he's dating a gay black man. So Marvel got like mad hate mail for that shit. Because it was like on the news and stuff, and like in one of the Marvel.com Biley things, you know, fan sends Marvel hate mail, whatever the hell it was, but fans were really pissed off that North Star was, one, gay, two, he was Asian and gay, and three, he was gay with a black partner. So that there started some shit that was like, wow. And only the real true X-Men fans and stuff didn't send any hate crime messages to them. Be like, all right, we can live with that. It's cool. As an X-Men fan myself, as a fan of Marvel comics more than most comics, I kind of feel what they was doing with that. I kind of support it and don't support it at the same time. I got nothing against gay people. I got nothing against gay people in the comics, because they've had some lesbians in comics too. Yeah, I love lesbians. But, the turn that it took for Marvel was freaking crazy. And I'm pretty sure that a lot of the writers got a whole bunch of more feedback in probably their personal emails than anything else. But, the comic sold. It's probably one of the highest selling comics ever, with North Star and the dude kissing on the cover. But at the same time, I know a lot of guys who were gay that read comics were proud of that. But, at the same time, it fucked me up. I didn't know where to go with that. In my head, I was like, WTF. And then my eyes was just like watering, because I'm like, oh my God, when did North Star become gay? Because I never knew gay North Star. I only knew Canadian North Star and his twin sister, High Five, Blast in the cartoon. And then in the comics, they were, Alpha Flight was like the shit. If you weren't an X-Men fan, but you were an Alpha Flight fan, you're my people. I was a fan of both. I liked Alpha Flight. The only person like Alpha Flight I couldn't stand was Puck. And it's probably because he was only 4 feet tall. And I'm only 5'3". So, that's the only reason why I didn't like Puck. But Alpha Flight also introduced us to, like, more Native American superheroes. Shaman and his daughter, And then there was Snowbird, but that wasn't his daughter. I think she was, like, special. She was, like, Storm Special. She turned to an owl, and then she gave up her body for Walter Lankowski to become Yeti, or whatever the hell they were going by. But then eventually he got his body back, etc. It's a long story. But Alpha Flight was a good comic. X-Men, Alpha Flight, Excalibur, X-Force, X-Factor, New Mutants. All those guys wrote the books that I read among Spider-Man. I never really picked up too many Avenger comics, but I did pick up a lot of Captain America comics. You feel where I'm going with that? My thing were more New Warriors, Guardians of the Galaxy, X-Men, that part of the Marvel Universe. And the only reason why I learned about other comic characters is because when they crossed over with the X-Men, then I go get some of their books so I could see what they were about. Hatred. X-Men have faced hate crimes for being mutants. Other superheroes have dealt with hate crimes. They've dealt with racism and all kinds of other things. And that's why I put all that into the fray. I read comics to escape all of my racial improprieties as a child, all of my racial improprieties as a teen and as an adult. And Marvel and DC were my escapes, because they weren't the ones at school saying, you're not a real nigger, you're a half nigger. Hey chief, hey half breed. You're half spick, ain't ya? You're half gook, aren't ya? What country is your ancestors from? Boy! Been through it all. And these are the things that we don't discuss. And as long as we don't discuss them, hate crimes will continue to be up here. The wave in Charlottesville hate crime was always like this until Miss Hire lost her life. And I'm bringing this back around to end this because of the simple fact that until we address the hate crime that is racism, not just the hate crime that is genderism or homophobic hate crime or xenophobia in general, we need to all sit back, evaluate, and think, what the hell are we teaching our children? Why are we teaching them to hate each other when we all bleed red? Why are we teaching them to hate their fellow earthlings that come from other countries because of some stereotype that you read about, like, Asians eating cats and dogs and stuff like that, or black people not bathing and other shit like that, and African booty scratching, and you name it. If it's a stereotype, you've probably heard it. And if you're growing up in a racist home, this is for you. You have the power to break that cycle. When you turn 18 and you're grown and you have friends of a different culture, let them teach you how to be a human being when your parents are teaching you how to be a monster. I'm James Williams Jr. This is Comfort Havoc number 2. Be seeing you.